In my opinion, the 2024 Mustang factory chin splitter just isn't aggressive enough, and that's why I think everybody should upgrade to the RTR chin splitter. Now, this is going to be a very easy install. It'll be a direct replacement for the 2024 Mustang, so that's why RTR makes their own under tray for their chin splitter to be able to complete that factory look, and we're gonna show you how to install it. First thing we need to do is pop off the radiator cover. Remove all the clips and you'll be able to do so. With the bumper cover visible, we can now remove the bolts holding on the bumper cover on the top. Afterwards, pop the clips off the end and remove the weather strip. Now at this point, you're going to want to remove the two 10mm bolts that connect the bumper to the fender. You can either remove the fender liner and access them from that area, or you can go in through the engine bay up here and access them from here. The next step is removing the 4 push clips here because they are connected to the bumper. After we remove that, we can pull the fender liner back and also disconnect the side marker lighting. Now we're going to remove all the hardware that connects the under tray to the body of the Mustang, and then after that we should be able to pull the bumper cover off. We can now remove the bumper cover. I will say, when you go to remove it from the bumper to fender, there is a Christmas tree clip in there that can be an absolute pain. Just yank on it a good bit and eventually it'll break free. When removing the bumper cover, to make sure to lift up on this top section here because there are some clips. And then after you get the bumper cover off, you will have a wiring harness to disconnect as well too. With our bumper cover off and on the table, we can remove the factory chin splitter and put on our RTR chin splitter. To do so, we need to remove all the hardware that connects the factory chin splitter to the factory belly pan. We now have 6 more bolts that actually connect the factory chin splitter to the bumper that we have to remove, and then there's going to be 2 push clips on either side of the bumper that you'll have to remove as well. With all the hardware removed, we're almost ready to remove the factory chin splitter. Now we just have to push down on these clips here, and then we'll start to be able to remove it. It's now time to install the RTR chin splitter, but before doing so, you do have to remove all the J clips from the factory chin splitter and move it over to this one. Once you do that, you can install it onto your bumper. Once you have the RTR chin splitter in place and clipped in, you can start reusing the factory hardware from the factory chin splitter to install it to the bumper. We now have the RTR chin splitter on the bumper, and it's time to put the bumper back on the S650, and then afterwards we're gonna install the RTR under tray. Pick up your bumper cover and install it to your Mustang. Don't forget to plug in the wiring harness on the driver's side of it. Once you have the top of the bumper cover in place, you're gonna wanna go under the vehicle like Bill is right now and line up the air ducts. After that, then you can start getting the bumper connected to the fender. Once you got those air ducts lined up, connect the bumper into the fender. And then at this point, you can start reinstalling hardware. Before reinstalling the fender liner, connect the wiring harness to your side marker light in the bumper, and then simply put back in the push pins. So we got the bumper cover back on the S650 with the RTR chin splitter, so now it's time to install the RTR under tray extension. Now to start this off, you're gonna wanna put a bunch of J-clips along the outside, and then you're gonna have 3 on the inside. And once you do that, you put the driver's side in first, and then the passenger, and then we'll go from there. So like I said, we're gonna put the driver's side up first. Now you're gonna want the textured piece going towards the engine bay, and get that corner in there first, and slide the rest into place. And then grab the passenger side. Again, put the corner in first, and then it'll make things easier with getting it into place. Once you have everything in place, grab the hardware inside the kit and start putting in these outside screws. Now at this point, we're gonna put the factory under tray back in it, and you're gonna want this front piece to be under the bumper. Once you get your factory under tray in, you can start putting in the factory hardware that you originally took out to get the tray out. Now that we have all the hardware done on the bottom side of the car and on the sides over here, it's time to put our bolts back in the top of the bumper cover. Once you have your bumper cover on and bolted down and you have your wiring ran, it's time to put the radiator cover back on. We're all wrapped up at the front end. We ended up installing the lower corner and upper RTR grille with those RTR signature lights. And besides that, we got our RTR chin splitter on here as well too. And I will say we ended up installing all of these pieces while we had the bumper cover off. So if you end up purchasing all of these pieces, make sure to just do it all at once. It'll save you a lot of time in the end. Now we are going to have all of these products linked down below in our description if you want to purchase any of them, but it's time to drop a gear and disappear. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure to turn on those post notifications so you can see all of our future RTR videos.